Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We got some events that occurred in the Straits of Taiwan, and there are some US military ships that crossed through that strait, and that's not very okay with the Chinese, but it seems like the US Army doesn't give, or US Navy doesn't give a fuck. So what are the Chinese going to do about it? Probably do the same thing as these guys did somewhere where it hurts. This article comes from BBC News, August 28, 2022. 2 US warships sail through strait. 2 US warships are passing through the Taiwan Strait, the US Navy has announced. It is the first such operation to take place since tensions between Taiwan and China increased following a visit by US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to Taiwan earlier this month. I don't think that the tensions were between Taiwan and China. I think the tensions were between the United States and China. But whatever. The US and other Western navies have routinely sailed through the strait in recent years. China reacted to Ms. Pelosi's visit by holding military drills in the area. On Sunday, Taiwan Defense Ministry said it detected 23 Chinese aircraft and 8 Chinese ships operating around Taiwan. Among the detected aircraft, 7 crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait, an unofficial barrier between Taiwan and China. Washington says its 2 guided missile cruisers, the USS Antietam and the USS Chancellorsville, are demonstrating freedom of navigation through international waters. Now you know that this is not really what it is. This is just a nice talk euphemism for tards, for people below 86 IQ, for people with child brains in adult bodies. Yeah, we just do this because the weather was better on the western side of Taiwan, so we figured out we're gonna go over there. Yeah, okay. Beijing views such actions as provocative, and the United States knows that. That's why they do it, and maintains that the island of Taiwan is an integral part of Chinese territory. I don't think so, because if that would be the case, you would be bombarding those 2 cruisers. But obviously you're not, and you're afraid to say what's yours. I mean, you say it, but you don't act like, so zip it. I'm not how do you call it, calling for a war here, but at least shut up. I mean, are you going to do something about it? No. Bye-bye then, I don't want to hear you. You know, you just embarrass yourself if you keep barking, don't go, and they go, and they go, and they go. It's our territory. Yeah, really? Okay, well, if it's your territory, guess what? We don't care. Again, that diminishes your authority, which every little thing that you say. That's how I see it. On Sunday, its military said it was monitoring the 2 vessels. Ooh, I think the vessel was so scared about it. Vessels progress, maintaining a high alert, and was ready to defend any provocation. They already raped you. They already went through the strait. All right, that you claim that somehow, I know that the strait is about 100 miles or something, or 90 miles difference. So I know territorial waters are about 10 miles, 15 miles around the islands. So they still gives about 70 miles at least where it's international waters. I understand that. So there's no reason to do anything over there. So it's not like, oh my God, they violated you. I'm just exaggerating, make it a bit differently. But if that's international water, why do the Chinese get so riled up? Why? Because I don't think those American vessels were on the territorial waters of Taiwan. No? I think, or China. So this is one land, this is the other land, the island. So you got 15 miles around here, you got 15 miles from here there, and it's 70 miles. Here, if they want to go with the tanks on the bottom of that, they can do it. So what the is going on with these guys? Relax. I know they can't, but What are they going to do? Nothing. So zip it. At least waste energy too much. Save it. Conserve it. Maintain a high alert and was ready to defend any provocation, Reuters news agency reports. The US Navy said in a statement that the transit through the Taiwan Strait demonstrated the United States' commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. Great. I hope you do the same thing when some Chinese naval ships, some military ships are going to show up somewhere you don't like it, which you're going to be all, oh, you can't do that. These ships, I'm quoting, these ships transited through a corridor in the strait that is beyond the territorial sea of any coastal state. Correct, the statement added. So I don't know why all this huffing and puffing, China. Taiwan's defense ministry said the ships were sailing in a southerly direction and that its forces were observing, but that the situation was as normal. Well, okay. Taiwan is self-ruled, but China sees it as a breakaway province with which it will eventually unite with force if necessary. Taiwan has become yet another flashpoint between Washington and Beijing in recent years, with the US walking a diplomatic tightrope on the issue. I think they just want something to happen over there. I think until China will decide to do something about it, which will be, I don't know, it's going to be, I think, a coup d'etat, like Ukraine, sorry, or militarily. I don't think they're going to probably try to do something over there in Taiwan, and then the new government is going to say, oh, we're going to unite with China, we call on China to come over here, they're going to drop over there, and they're going to be something. I don't know, maybe just fantasizing here with this. Taiwan has become yet another flashpoint. Yes, the US abides by the one China policy, a cornerstone of the two countries' diplomatic relationship, which recognizes only one Chinese government and has formal ties with Beijing and not Taiwan. That's good so far. But it also maintains a robust, unofficial relationship with the island that includes selling weapons for Taiwan to defend itself. All right, how is Taiwan governed? The island has its own constitution, democratically elected leaders, and about 300,000 active troops and its armed forces. Who recognizes Taiwan? Only a few countries recognize Taiwan. Most recognize the Chinese government in Beijing instead. The US has no official ties with Taiwan, but does have a law which requires it to provide the island with the means to defend itself. All right, now we know everything. So what will happen, and I don't think, as I said, should be a soft debacle of the democratic system in Taiwan somehow, not through a bloody revolution or something, but probably with some, covert operation with a fifth column, and they will succeed. They will get a little government, and that little government will slowly move towards China more and more. The mass media will be slowly taken care of. It depends how you put the military. You got to get the military. If you get the military, you got everything. The mass media and FBI, CIA, and politicians, I'm talking about the United States, is gone. The same here. The intelligence services, if you have the military really under your thing, all done. The democracy and voting and politicians and security services and all that are not match for the military anywhere on this planet. That's it. Now, as a ruler, you have to have three things in your hand. Three. Not two. Three. But you can grab the whole three package. That's a different story. Three. One, you should have the army. That means you have to be sure that army is on your side. Second, you should have the security forces, like you would have your CIA and FBI, for instance. And you should have the mass media. Once you have these three in your hand, you're safe. You can, like a baby. So once I was about to say Ukrainian, Chinese are going to get that out of Taiwan slowly, starting with the military and with politics and all that, it's going to be slowly saying, you know what, how about we go to our brothers again? No, we don't want. What? Oh yeah, we're going to go. That's how it's going to be made. Not with armed, but when that's going to happen, the United States is going to come to help, and then this guy's going to have a reason to say, hey, what a sec. You know what it is, right? It's, oh, they wanted us to come over here to defend them, so you stay away, United States. United States will say, no, 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 we got that little group over there who called on us, so we're going to come and save that group in your country. That's how they do it. We're here because that little group and that little guy called us to come and help, so we're going to come here. They called us. Oh my, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. For the truth and be just. Something is happening here. They didn't like what I said or something.